All right, what we got here is butterfly with the skin. You really got to have the skin on the butterfly. That's going to be some tasty eating. So now we got whole fry skinless whole fry. And of course, we have filleted, boneless, skinless fillets. Let's go get them. YouTube, back at you again. Here we go with another SK's way of cleaning or preparing some tasty fish. This time it's going to be crappie. So I'm going to do it 3 different ways. Of course, the what I fell in love with here lately, and I'll tell you this, it got to be on, I like it on at least, fish under 11 inches. So anywhere from 10 1/4 to 11 inches. I like the skinless whole fry. I'm gonna do a butterfly. That's another great way of frying your fish, but with that one you have to scrape it. With the skinless you do not have to scale it, but with the butterfly you will have to scale it. I've already made several videos with me filleting fish, so I'm gonna do a couple fillet, and you guys can check that out also. But here are the tools that you're gonna need. Of course, a fillet knife, a manual fillet knife, a fork, and hemostats. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just cut the head off. So get as much of that shoulder meat up there as you can, and right behind the gill plate. Pretty simple. Just like that, dispatch the head. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to use our manual knife, and we're going to cut just under the skin all the way along the top on one side of the dorsal, and then we'll cut on the other side, just on side of the dorsal and just under the skin. And we'll do the same thing at the bottom, cutting up under the skin on the belly and past the anal fin all the way out to the tail. We want to do this, the cut right here all the way out to the tail on both sides. We're going to use our manual knife for that. Just under the skin. I think you guys can see that. It just slides right through there, all the way out to the tail. As like I said, it's always best to do it just under the skin. And here, just under the skin, get up under there, right beside that dorsal, and all the way out to the tail, barely under the skin. You don't want to cut too far into the meat. And on the other side, just want to cut just on the other side of that dorsal. You want your cuts to meet. Just like that. And then we'll do I gotta do the other side on this one at the bottom, right beside that anal fin. Back towards the tail. Just like that. And just like with the bluegill, we're going to peel just a little bit up here at the top. This is a great way to have your whole fry because the seasoning sinks into it. And that's why I like doing the butterfly also on a whole fry, because it allows the seasoning to soak in. And here I'm just using my fingers to get that skin started. Now I will tell you, you have to be really delicate with the crappie because their skin is not as tough as the bluegill. We're gonna put the hemostats. It's important to do this because it don't peel the meat off with the skin. And I'm just gonna roll it. Clamp the hemostats on that skin and just roll it. And just roll it. And it's like I say, you got to take your time with the crappie because their skin's a lot thinner than the bluegill. It tears really, man. You can see that there's no meat stuck on back of that, and that's why it's so important to use the hemostats. Still got just a little bit on there. I'm gonna use my hand to just peel that off on the tail. And it's like I say, you do have to be careful with the crappie because their skin is a lot thinner than most of the other scale fish that you consider doing this with. And you grab it and rip it off just like that. And it peels off clean. No scales whatsoever. Flip it over. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Clamp the hemostats on and just roll it. Just take your time and roll it. And it separates it from the meat down there. This one is, like I say though, the crappie's skin is very delicate. So you'll have to, just take your time. You may have to restart with the hemostats a couple times. But it's well worth it, in my opinion. The added flavor of your seasoning soaking in really does improve the whole fry. Clamp it just like that, and we're going to continue to roll it. And once you get past the anal and the dorsal fin, you can pretty much just pull it off. Just like that. Got another little piece down here. Gonna have to work that off. Use my knife to get up under it. Yeah, their skin is really, really delicate compared to bluegill and fish like that. All right, I got a little bit of skin on the belly right here. Yank that off, and then we'll pull the guts out, and this fish will be totally ready, of course, after washing it. But that's totally ready for a whole fry. Deep fried, and you got your potato chips still on there. I see a lot of people that come here and cut these off. This, even if you don't eat this the fin part, this is the handle to get these the bones that's up under there, even down here. I don't cut these fins, because if you cut these, there's a row of bones that connect to these fins here. So if you wanted to take these out before cooking, cut down right beside the dorsal and the anal, and you can just pull these out. But if you cut these fins off, it makes it really tough, because there's a row of bones that's beneath these the anal and dorsal fin right here that'll make it really tough to separate from the meat if you cut these. So I don't advise cutting the, and for sure don't cut the tail off. Do not. That's the potato chip. If you've never had a crappie tail or a bluegill tail, you don't know what you're missing. Fry that thing up with your fish, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Okay, so I'm gonna get one of these guys, get one of them scaled real quick, and then I'll be back and I'll show you the cuts that I make after to do a butterfly after I scale it. So what we're gonna do is cut the head off. Just whack that head off. Dispatch the head. Now I've already scaled this fish, so we're gonna do a butterfly on this. I'm gonna yank the guts out real quick, that way I don't cut through them. So what you're gonna do is take your fillet knife on one side of the anal fin, all the way out to the tail. Now what you're gonna do is turn your knife towards the fillet and just follow those bones all the way up. Cut through the rib bones up here. Now, one thing I will advise you to do is shave the bones, because you want to be careful not to cut through the skin. Now you see how I'm shaving these the bones right here? I guess I'm in shot, but, and do not cut through that back side of that skin, okay? And that's classified butterfly. That's a done deal. Just needs to be washed, and that's ready for the cast iron skillet. And this section here is pretty much all boneless, but besides the rib cage right here. You peel that off, and just take that meat off the bones, and the bones give it a added flavor for sure. So you just wash that, and that's what you classify butterfly right there. Just opens it up. Just do not cut through this skin up here. Once you cut it here, shave these bones, cut through the ribs right here, and then shave the bones up here, and you're good to go. And again, you got that tasty potato chip up there. And I do not cut these fins. Do not cut these fins. And once you fry it, they're very easy. Just grab hold to the fin and that comes right out. Same way with the anal fin. And this is your handle to handle the bones that's in the inside of the meat right here. All right, let me get set up and we're gonna do a couple filleted. Okay, so for the fillet, I'm gonna use my fillet knife. I'm gonna make a cut right on top of the head right here to get all of this shoulder meat. And once I get down to the bone, I'm gonna turn my knife and run my knife shallow across the stomach. And once my knife get lined up with this anal fin down here, the back side of the anal fin, I'm gonna push it through and shave it off. Just like that. So then you turn the fish towards you, top side of the fish towards you, stand it up, and just shave it all the way down to the stomach, right? And then we want to, once you cross the back side of the stomach, we're going to fillet it down on the bone and come out right in front of the anal fin. And then we stand the fish up and we cut the fillet around the ribs. And there you go, right there. Let me knock this other side off, and I'll show you guys what that fork does. Okay, that's both of the fillets. Feed that to the catfish. All right, now we're gonna take both of these fillets, and this is where that fork comes in. Just put that fork right there. Just shave that fillet off of the skin. No scraping required. No cutting the ribs out required. Boneless, skinless fillet. And there you go. You got the full fillet. Not playing games here, guys. I take pride in how I do this, and I enjoy showing people how I accomplish it. But that's the fillet. So guys, hopefully you guys, I know you'll enjoy the eating part of it. I know I'm going to enjoy the eating part of it. But these are 3 great ways to process your crappie. And this technique works on bluegill. If you eat bass, it works on bass. I would not recommend doing it on white bass because they have a really heavy bloodline, so it will not be good for white bass. But largemouth, if you eat largemouth, but my species is I don't even do it with catfish. I really don't eat catfish. I'll keep 1 a year. That's just to remind me not to keep no more. But for crappie and bluegill, this is a great technique to use, and I know you'll enjoy it. Now I will tell you, it does take practice. It takes commitment and practice, but it's a great way to enjoy your harvest. For you guys that don't know, I'm a full-time guide down here in the Houston, Texas area. I'll put up a few pictures of some of my recent trips. If you would like to get out on the lake with me, I'll put my contact information right here. Hit me up. Simple, easy process to get on the schedule. Just text me or give me a call. More than likely, if it's during the daytime and I'm on a guided trip, I don't answer my phone while I'm out guiding, so I'll have to give you a call back. But I appreciate you guys watching. For those of you that have not subscribed, please do so and hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Peace.